Louisiana Beer Reviews Colt 45 Original Lager. Now this is a special edition because this is the new City Brewing Colt 45. Same label as the one I bought a few years ago, Colt 45 Original. So 5.6% alcohol. They started selling these at Walmart recently. So distribution of Pabst products is expanding with the new City Brewing contract, because now this has shown up at Walmart. Pabst Blue Ribbon started coming in at Walmart now. They weren't selling it except maybe in the big 24-ounce cans. More bottles of Pabst Blue Ribbon, more Schlitz availability. So it says G. Heilemann Brewing Company, which is owned by Pabst. Latrobe, Pennsylvania, Memphis, Tennessee, Irwindale, California. And those are 3 City Brewing breweries. There's also La Crosse, Wisconsin, but that's not listed on this can. Lager, 473 milliliters. The price was $6.43 plus tax for a 6-pack of these cans. 6 cans, $6.43. So about $1.07 per can. Best by date is about almost 5 months from now. It says MFC 61024. 1449, that would be 2:49 in the afternoon. MFC. Memphis, I guess. Okay, so we have a clear appearance, very clear golden appearance. Would be a thicker whitehead and a narrower brim glass. This is a big chalice glass, clear as a bell, I'll say that much. Deep gold. Okay. I guess MFC could be Memphis Facility City, and it's C for code, C for City Brewing. I don't know. But we're closest to Memphis here, 5.5 hours from Memphis, so you would think it's probably coming from that closest brewery. If you live in California, you're probably getting Irwindale produced products, and if you live east, of the Appalachian Mountains, you're probably getting, in the East Coast states, you're probably getting from Latrobe, Pennsylvania. So you're probably doing west, middle, and east. All right, I didn't even smell it. Let's go with the aroma first. It's got some kind of funky grain aroma going on, funky malt, barley malt and corn, I guess. Maybe a little, almost smells like grape drink. It's an odd aroma. Little hop action. All right, let's go with the taste. Cheers. It's yeasty. It's very dry. Like there's almost no sweetness. Maybe a little undertaste of sweetness. Like sweet cake batter, cake icing, or cake batter. But mostly it's just dry, like 1 out of 5 sugar cubes. Let's go with the bitterness. Excuse me. Prickly carbonation. Little syrupy in the mouthfeel. Medium body, high medium body really. There's a touch of hop bitterness, but we're looking at 1 out of 5 hop cones. So low bitterness, low sweetness, cereal grain flavor, which makes sense. It's fermented cereal grain. You know, and it's make up malted barley, maybe 6-row barley, the inexpensive type. Maybe some inexpensive low bittered hop extract. Low bittering hop extract. I'm thinking the IBUs might be 6 out of 100, maybe 10, but it can't be much. I'm saying 1 out of 5 hop cones. It might come across where you pick up a little tingle of bitterness, but the actual number, like I said, might be 6 to 10. Let's say 10 bitterness units, but probably not that much. So it's got to be one of the lowest bitter beers I've had. There is a little sweetness starting to come through, so I think I'm going to go to 2 out of 5 sugar cubes now that I'm sipping on it. 2 out of 5. Still mostly dry with a very dry finish. So does this taste like the Colt 45 that I was drinking for years when it was being produced by Miller breweries, Molson Coors breweries, for say like about 20 years? Not really. Now when we got Colt 45 back, 96 to 99, it was coming from G. Heileman Brewery, which had gotten bought out by Stroh's in 1996. And then Stroh's got bought out by Pabst in 99, and then they slowly converted over to Miller Brewing and shut down all their breweries and sold them to City Brewing. La Crosse, Memphis. Latrobe was bought by Anheuser-Busch. That was the Rolling Rock Brewery, but they sold it to City Brewing. Miller Brewing sold their brewery in Irwindale, California. Molson Coors sold theirs to Pabst. And Pabst turned around immediately almost and sold it. They didn't even reopen it. They just flipped it to City, and I guess they renovated it and started brewing again. But this is totally from recollection. The Colt 45 in the 90s had kind of that malt liquor twang, and I believe it was 5.9. Wouldn't say on this old bottle. The Easton, I put the ABV on the bottle. See, this is G. Heileman Brewing Company, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Colt 45 malt liquor. It's faded, but I think I bought this bottle in La Crosse at like a grocery store. And then they had Colt 45 cans of Colt 45 lager, cold filtered lager, like a draft style lager. I still have one of those cans. But yeah, they used to not put the ABV on the beers back then, on anybody's. So that one was yellow. Of course, in the inside, it wasn't a clear bottle. We had yellow. It was like that, looked like that. But from recollection, it's a lot different. Now the question is it any good? This new City Brewing version. seems to be increasing as I'm drinking. It's strange. Now I'm going to go to 2.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. Isn't that strange? Maybe I'm getting used to it. Well, it never was a bitter beer, so the IBUs were always very low on Colt 45. I'll say that. I don't know. I had questions about the Pabst Blue Ribbon, the new Schlitz, and now this one. My initial feeling is I'm not too thrilled with it. It's not so clean like it was when Molson Coors had it. But maybe Pabst said, man, make it like it used to be when it had that kind of weirdness to it. But I don't think it's like the 90s or, say, the last 20 years. So 90s, early 2000s, and then they switched to Miller in the last 20 years, about 20 years. I'm gonna score it. I'm gonna score it a B minus, like a 82 out of 100. B minus, but not quite a solid B. So, you know, a B minus is not a recommendation. I mean, you want to try it. I mean, I'd recommend it in that sense. If you want to try it, the only way you could try it is to buy it and try it, right? But I wouldn't buy it again. I was glad to see it return to Walmart, but I don't know. So it's 3 weird ones out of 3 opportunities so far. I mean, they do a good job over there at City Brewing with like odd items, you know, like the Sonic contract brewed Southern sweet tea, iced tea type beer, you know, flavored iced tea beer. That's really good. And maybe some of those other kind of concoctions, but and I know they do a lot of the Four Locos that under contract, but they use sucralose now, and I don't mess around with that sugar substitute. That's not appealing at all. So if they go back to sugar, I might try some more Four Locos. Although I had to admit that the Four Loko Jungle Juice was really good, and then after I said it was really awesome, you know, then I saw, oh, sucralose. Okay, just goes to show you, even that can be good. But I don't mess with that stuff. So this one, sorry, it's a B minus. Can't do any better for it. 82 out of 100. Could go lower if I keep sipping on it. Definitely won't go higher. So there, that's where we are now. I don't know what's going to happen with the St. Ides, but we don't get that in Louisiana anymore anyway. It was funny because after Pabst bought St. Ides, I never saw it again after 1999. I just never saw it again. We used to get to 6% in Louisiana. Pretty common, and then just disappeared. So we'll see what happens. I'll be on the lookout for other Pabst beers, and if I see that LaCrosse or Irwindale or Latrobe or Memphis, then I'm going to know who's making it. And then, but at this point, I'm not expecting too much. But I will buy some more Schlitz and some more PBR, you know, to check them out, see what's going on again down the road. But it is what it is. All right, thank you for watching this video review, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Memphis, Tennessee, and tour the City Brewing Brewery if they give tours.